good evening to you, wherever you're listening to us from. Yeah, or wherever you're watching us from. You're tuned in to Voice of the People 90.3 FM, the station that gives you a voice. Well, as always on the program, we're here to give you your voice, a platform to be heard across the world and Nigeria. Well, my name is Valerie Udosu, and it's my pleasure to take you through this ride on the recap. It's yet another interesting and insightful episode on the recap, where we talk about issues that made a major headline during the week, with our very own political and social affair analyst, a man of timber and caliber, a journalist, economist, philosopher, and the best-selling author of the book that was rated as one of the best development books in the world by Wall Street Journal. Yeah, I said that. And this book was also adopted here in Nigeria as a workbook for grooming entrepreneurs by Small Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria. I'm sure at this point you're wondering, what book is she hyping this way? Well, it's Dangote's 10 Commandments on Money, and authored by Mr. Peter Anosike. Well, on the program today, we have quite a number of interesting topics lined up that will grasp your interest. Delving straight into it, first on my list is the House of Representatives has passed a bill to revert to the old national anthem. Well, I know some of you will be saying at this point, is this the problem of the country? Is this supposed to be the national anthem? National anthem is supposed to be what the president or the House of Representatives should be focused on at this time. But, well, stay tuned, listen. We'll have more to dish out on that. Well, to our second topic of discussion for today is 1 year after, no sign Tinubu will achieve Lagos. That's from Salihu Lukman. And third topic we have for today is Peter Obi unfit to lead Nigeria, Soyinka says. You know Soyinka, Professor Wole Soyinka. And the fourth here we have is Tinubu not responsible for economic woes, says Chief Olabode George. And next is Nigeria is making a mistake keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Wole Soyinka also said this. Well, all of these topics lined up, they seem quite interesting, but just stay glued to your radio set. We have so much to spill to you that will interest you. Just stay glued. And the last topic we have for today is federal government apologizes to Nigerians over economic pains and hardship. The federal government is apologizing to all Nigerians, including myself and yourself out there listening to me. Yeah, over economic pains and hardship. Would you accept the apology or won't you? Well, back to our first topic of discussion for today. The House of Representatives has passed a bill to revert to the old national anthem. A bill seeking to make provision for Nigeria to revert to its old national anthem has scaled through second reading at the Senate. This bill, sponsored by the leader of the Senate, Okpeyemi Bamidele, enjoys overwhelming support from the lawmakers. It has been referred to the Senate Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters to report back to the House in 2 weeks. The lawmakers, who appeared unanimous in support of the bill, argued that it would promote better symbol for unity, peace and prosperity compared to the current one. After a closed-door session to debate on the bill, the lawmakers asserted that the current national anthem is a product of the military junta decreed by the military and therefore should be discarded to adequately capture the nation's democratic values, integrity, and principally foster commitment to nationhood. Now, the government is saying that the House of Representatives, they're saying they want to change the national anthem back to the former one. Is it necessary at this point in time? Because Nigeria has a lot going on with us, and what the House of Representatives they deem fit to do right now is to take us back, to revert back to the old national anthem. Does that even make sense? Does that? Well, moving forward to our next topic on ground. Here is 1 year after, no sign, Tinubu will achieve Lagos. This was said by Salihu Lukman, a former national vice chairman, Northwest of the All Progressive Congress. Salihu Muhammad Lukman has said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed to make Nigerians believe he can achieve the Lagos feat a year into his tenure. Well, Lukman, in a statement on Tuesday, said, painfully against every expectation that President Asiwaju Tinubu will reignite the Lagos success story at national level. His government is more and more creating doubts in the mind of Nigerians about the prospects of resolving the country's challenges with incidences of policy missteps and reversals. As a result, crisis of insecurity has remained. Problems of inflation, unemployment, and poverty are on the increase. The APC chieftain lamented that after 25 years of democratic rule, Nigeria was yet to produce leaders that are predisposed to accommodating the interests of the citizenry. Well, the next topic we have here is about Peter Obi. Wole Soyinka said Peter Obi is unfit to lead Nigeria. Well, as we all know, the renowned Nobel Professor Wole Soyinka, he has expressed strong views against the suitability of Peter Obi, the 2023 Labour candidate. The Labour Party presidential candidate to lead Nigeria. We all know what happened during the course of that election period here. Now, Wole Soyinka has come out to say Peter Obi is unfit to lead Nigeria. How true is that? Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? Well, in his recent interview with Noble Nigeria, and the professor Wole Soyinka, he noted that the behavior of Obi's supporters, known as obedience in quotes, during the 2023 general election as a key indicator of his unfitness for leadership. So now he's taking that because of the way obedience reacted during the 2023 election, he's now picking from that to say that Peter Obi is unfit to lead Nigeria. Well, moving forward, Soyinka criticized Obi for not curbing his supporters' aggressive online behavior towards those with opposing views, suggesting this failure demonstrates a lack of leadership capability. Interestingly, and earlier today we even spoke about leadership, but okay, we have a lot to spill here. The 89-year-old playwright and activist also accused Obi, a former governor of Anambra State, of encouraging these attacks against dissenting voices, including himself. Like I said earlier, I have with me in the studio Mr. Peter Anosike. Yeah, he will be on ground to, analyze most of the topics we have on ground. But then we're not yet done with the topics because we still have a few more to go. Let me quickly rush through the ones we have left. Then we'll invite him over to talk on all of which we have today. The next topic we have is the fourth one here. Is Tinubu not responsible for economic woes, says Chief Olabode George. Well, the former People's Democratic Party Deputy National Chairman, Chief Olabode George, has said President Bola Tinubu cannot be blamed for the country's current economic woes and other challenges. You heard that. He said it's too early to attempt an objective assessment of the one-year-old administration, stressing the real evaluation of his performance can only come in the second year. So now they're saying that all of this that is happening in this first year, we can't use it to judge the president. We should wait till the second year. Okay, let's see how many of us, God will keep us all alive to witness then and know what his regime has. Yeah. And George also said that Tinubu inherited many problems from Buhari's government. How true is that? Well, he described as the worst in the country's history, which is talking about Buhari's government, that Buhari's government is the worst in the history of Nigeria. However, the former Ondo State military governor urged Tinubu to rejig his economic team and put Nigeria on the path of true federalism. Well, to our next topic, which is Nigeria is making a mistake keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Yeah. Our noble professor Wole Soyinka has come out to say again that it is a mistake for the Nigerian government to keep the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, which is IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, in prison. Well, in a recent interview with the noble Nigerian, the literary icon stressed that Kanu had the right to pursue his cause for a separate nation of Biafra, as he was never accused of physically bombing any place or killing anyone. Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria from Nairobi in June 2021 by former President Muhammad Buhari's administration with the help of the Kenyan government. The leader being detained by the Department of State Service since he was brought in Nigeria in June 2021, and he's facing charges related to broadcasts alleged to have been made in furtherance of terrorism. And yes, to our last topic before we get straight into the tea. Yeah. So federal government apologizes to Nigeria over economic pains and hardship. What do you think? Do you ask at this point here? I know a lot of people are suffering. I will not even lie at this point. But then the federal government has come out now to say that they're apologizing to all Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian, you're a Nigerian, you're listening to me. We're all Nigerians. They're apologizing to us over the economic pains and hardship. And the federal government has apologized to Nigerians as we for the pain and economic hardship being experienced in the country. Noting, however, that the policies of the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led government are on track despite the currency crisis and inflation, which have frustrated economic growth. Do you agree with this? Do you actually agree with this? Well, Minister of Budget and Economic Planning Atiku Bagudu made this known on Wednesday at the ministerial sectorial update held in Abuja as part of the activists marking the May 29th, 2024 one-year anniversary of President Tinubu in office. The government has also announced that the one-year anniversary celebration of President Bola Tinubu will be low-key. Hence, emphasis will be placed only on sectorial briefing. Yeah, like I said earlier also, I have in the studio with me to analyze the topics we have on ground, Mr. Peter Anosike.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the program again. Okay, starting with the first topic we have on ground, which is the House of Representatives has passed a bill to revert the old national anthem. Do you think at this point or this stage we are right now in this country, do you think it's what is necessary for this House of Representatives to focus on right now?
Well, for me, that is absolute madness. It is crazy on their own part. This simply shows that they are not feeling what other Nigerians are feeling. They are not feeling the hardship, the suffering that other Nigerians are feeling. That's why at this point in time, they are thinking of the old national anthem and the new national anthem. Now, wait, with the new national anthem, reduce the high cost of food in the market.
I wonder.
We need to improve our power supply. We need to improve our security. We need to increase the value of the naira. It won't do all this. So this simply means that those people that they voted for in the National Assembly are idle.
So you mean we need to get them engaged because they have nothing?
They are very, very idle because if they are busy, well, if they are productive, because there's a very big difference between being busy and being idle. I mean, being busy and being productive.
Okay.
So if they are productive, they wouldn't have been thinking of the old and new national anthem because it has no benefit to the country at this point in time.
Yes.
The national anthem is not our problem at this point in time. It is not going to, it's not in any way better our system.
So if you say the national anthem is not a problem to the country at this point in time, then what exactly would you state as the problem we're facing now in the country?
Nigerians are going through hunger. There's ethnic power supply, there's insecurity. Understand?
Yes.
Our naira is becoming like Zimbabwean notes. So this is what we are facing. Farmers are not going to the farm. Nothing is working in the country. So the old anthem and new anthem is never our business at this point in time. So if we are to list our priorities,
okay,
it will not even come to number 100.
Okay.
If we are to list our challenges, the national anthem will not even be number 100. But because they are not feeling what other Nigerians are feeling, that's why they are thinking of what is not important. The job of every government is to prioritize the happiness of the people.
Exactly.
Happiness of the people should be their number one priority. But now see what they are thinking of, the old and new national anthem. So I say it is crazy on their own part.
But then, another question to you, Mr. Anosike. What do you think was running through their mind when they thought that the national anthem, changing the national anthem to the old one would make sense and would help Nigerians? Because I don't know, the only thing I could pick out from this is just maybe the rhythm of the national anthem. The old one, I don't know. Maybe the weddings is, maybe when we start singing the weddings, it's just like an affirmation and it starts coming to reality in the lives of Nigerians. Just maybe. So what do you have to say about that? Even
if we don't have any at all, even if they can take away both the old and the new, we don't need it in this country.
Really?
What? At this point, I was told yesterday that a pint of garri is now 4,000 naira.
Yes.
A pint of garri. That rice has gone back to 75,000 naira. How much is minimum wage?
Wow.
Epileptic power supply. Understand?
Yeah.
Insecurity. Farmers are no more going to the farm. And what they should think about is changing the new national anthem to the old. And they said that an idle mind is a devil's workshop. That's exactly what was happening in their mind.
Yeah.
Their mind was idle. And the devil brought that idea of changing a new national anthem to the old.
And you know the funny thing again that came to that I thought of was, as soon as they brought that up, the speed at which it was approved,
they say,
it was so surprising. We have lots of stuff for them to approve that are more important, that would benefit Nigerians, but no. What they went ahead to do, in less than how many minutes it was approved?
They say it was given accelerated hearing.
Oh.
Accelerated hearing, as if it is important. something that will not benefit Nigerians in any way. It's what they are giving as sensitive hearings. So that shows you that, as I said before, they are not feeling what Nigerians are feeling. They are not wearing the same shoes that Nigerians are wearing. They are not compassionate. Understand?
Yes.
And if you say in other countries, they have been forced to vacate that because they don't know what they are there for. They are not there in the interest of the Nigerian masses. If they are, they will have known what the country is going through at this point in time, that old or new national anthem is not our problem at this point.
Yes. Okay, so at what point would you say that this particular old national anthem or new national anthem should be a problem of Nigeria?
Even in the next 50 years, it wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, okay.
It's of no benefit to anybody. It will not increase the power supply. It will not improve security. There's nothing that it can do.
But don't you think the wordings from the national anthem brings us to an extent here to this consciousness of our fatherland? Do you know?
And it will cover hunger. Sing the national anthem to a hungry man and see what you get.
But while we're in school, in secondary school and primary school, while we're singing, we're always happy singing it. We don't care whether we're hungry or not.
Your parents were taking care of you. That's at that time.
Exactly.
Somebody is footing your bill at that point in time.
Okay, if you say so. Let's head straight to the second topic because we have lots of topic lined up for us here. On the second one we have here, it says 1 year after, no sign Tinubu will achieve Lagos feat. This was said by Lukman Salihu, which is the former national vice chairman northwest of the National Progressive Congress, APC. What would you say brought him to this thought, this conclusion, saying that after 1 year Tinubu will achieve achieve Lagos here? Has no sign yet.
The truth is this: why there's no sign in that the so-called Lagos feat never existed. It was a mirage. It was a propaganda. It was a deception. And you cannot achieve what has not been in existence.
So you mean we were lied to?
Understand me? So it was a propaganda to sell Tinubu. Understand me? So that's why, search it everywhere. Go to the internet, go to Google, you cannot see it. Because it never existed.
So that means...
So whoever is searching for it will not see it. Because it has not existed in any way. One, when you begin to count governors that have performed in Lagos State,
yes,
Tinubu is not even among the first 5.
Yes.
He's not there. When you want to talk about governors, Lateef Jakonde comes first.
Okay.
That's why everywhere in Lagos, you see Jakonde estates. You see Jakonde free education, Jakonde schools. Understand?
Yes.
That's somebody who did well. Understand?
Yes.
And just under 4 years, 4 years, he built estates, schools everywhere. Then another person is a Akinwumi Ambode.
Yes.
Go from Oshodi to Yanepaja Abunda Ebwa. You see what he did there. Go from Lagos Island to Ebe. You see what he did there. Come to International Airport Road. You see. Go to Ikorodu. You see infrastructures. Go to Oshodi itself. You see what Akinwumi, that's Ambode, did. Then we can now in part put Babatunde Raji Fashionda.
Yes.
These are people who has developed structures in Lagos State. It doesn't hide.
Exactly.
You cannot put structures. You cannot put a road in your pocket. Understand me? You cannot put it in your wallet. They are there. Jakonde was 1999. Understand me?
Yes.
But is it no? 1979. Understand me?
Okay.
1979. But today, we are still hearing of Jakonde estates,
Yes.
Jakonde schools, the infrastructures that Jakonde built. Till the next 20 years, Airport Road is an edifice, is a monument for Ambode.
Yes.
Who can tell me what Tinubu did?
And I could also say for Fashola also, because I also benefited personally from Fashola's own. During my days in secondary school, Fashola, he gave out free textbooks for almost all subjects. For sciences, your core subjects, he gave out free textbooks. Those textbooks cost a lot, but then we benefited. He invested a lot in education to help the citizens. But yet again, we said Tinubu has done nothing to achieve Lagos.
No, that free textbook, free education is one of the policies of the Nwodo administration.
Okay.
So it has been there. Most of them benefited from the. Most of those that went to school in the Southwest benefited from Nwodo free education.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes.
So when we want to talk about and Nwodo also did wonderful work when he was in the Southwest.
Okay.
So when people begin to talk about Tinubu in Lagos, Tinubu did not do anything in Lagos. Those who this is a national radio or international radio.
Yes.
People are listening from different parts of the world. So if they know what Tinubu did in Lagos, the structures, let them, when you open up the phone line, let them call in and tell us what Tinubu did. I have told you what Native Jakonde did.
Yes.
I have told you what Ambode did.
Exactly.
Those who can tell me what Tinubu did, I want to know. I'm a student. I always want to learn.
Okay.
But for me, I was here in 1999 up to today. There's nothing that you can say that Tinubu did this or that. So his so-called Lagos is a mirage. That's why you cannot see it.
Yes. Okay.
Google cannot trace it. Internet cannot see it because it doesn't exist.
Wow. Okay. Moving away from that, to our next topic online, which is Peter Obi unfit to lead Nigeria. Now, Wole Soyinka has come out to say this, that Peter Obi is unfit to lead Nigeria for the reasons he gave, that the obedience, because during the course of the election in 2023 last year, Peter Obi's people that were coming out for him, supporting his supporters here, they named themselves Obedience. Now, he said during the course of that election that the Obedience, in quotes, yeah, they were opposing views of the opposite parties, yeah, and they were and that alone suggested the failure and demonstrated a lack of leadership compatibility, because Mr. Peter Obi did not say anything about it. What do you have to say about what Wole Soyinka said?
Well, personally, I don't respect people who don't respect themselves. So at 89, Wole Soyinka is not respecting himself. As 89, he's talking from both sides of the mouth. He said that the obedience insulted him.
Yes.
Understand? But it was Wole Soyinka that was calling patient Jonathan Shippopotamus.
Wow. Okay.
It was Wole Soyinka that was calling Jonathan's wife, the wife of the president, the first lady of our country, Shippopotamus. Then when you insult, people should insult you. Understand me?
Yes.
When you insult others, people must insult you.
Definitely.
And when you don't respect yourself, people will disrespect you.
Respected. Exactly.
Understand me?
Yes.
So Wole Soyinka got what he deserved. And right from time, he has been a hypocrite. This man was condemning the military government and served under the government of Ibrahim Babangida.
Yeah.
Why the Bible said that you cannot benefit from what you despise. That's what the Bible says. That you cannot benefit from what you despise. Wole Soyinka said that he is against military in power, but he served under a military government. So this shows you that he's not a serious-minded person.
Okay.
So he was insulting. He insulted Jonathan, called him several names, called his wife several names. So those that insulted him are giving him what he gave to others.
So like he's been taking
what goes around comes around.
So it's like his karma.
Understand me?
Coming back to him.
So if he's angry, he should know that it was him that threw the first stone. Understand me?
Yeah.
So that's why I say I don't respect people who don't respect themselves. In 2012, Wole Soyinka was among those that went to Ojota to protest that Jonathan removed the subsidy.
Yes.
And when Jonathan did that, petrol was selling at 89 naira and it jumped to 123 naira. Understand me?
Yes.
But now Tinubu has removed subsidy with a 400 naira increment. Wole Soyinka did not say anything.
He didn't come out to protest.
And he didn't come out. That shows you he's a double-faced somebody. He speaks from both sides of the mouth. When it favors him, he will keep quiet. When it doesn't favor him, he become an activist.
So that means you're trying to say now that he is a beneficiary of the Tinubu administration. That is why he has to come out to say this.
That is why he had not come out to say it. So he only condemns the things that he is not benefiting from.
So now if he's let's assume he's also benefiting from Peter Obi. He definitely, you think he wouldn't come out to say that?
He will have called Peter to be modern Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Understand me?
Wow.
He will have called Peter to be the Messiah of our time. Wow. That is who he is. And I was in the Labour movement with Soyinka. Whenever, and these people have their agents in the DSS police.
Yes.
Whenever we want to go on strike under Adams or Shaw Monday, understand?
Yes.
They will go to seek advice from the police, from the DSS, to know the action that they will take on the strike day. So people will think that these people are genuinely fighting, but they have gone and get a protective measures.
Yes.
And now
coming out because they have been assured that you will not be arrested. Understand me? So it is hypocrisy, which he continued to do at the age of 89. And how long do you think his hypocrisy nature would continue for? Because it seemed like it's been coming from way long.
It's been from time. A habit cannot be easily. You cannot change a 20-year habit overnight.
But then it's seen that he's a grown man and an elderly
89.
person. Yeah, 89 years old man, and he's supposed to be respected. And in our culture and tradition as Nigerians, we respect and listen anything that words that come out.
No. Excuse me. Respect doesn't come with age. Understand me?
Okay.
There are some old men that are stupid.
But then in our Nigerian culture,
don't respect the stupid people.
But then in our Nigerian culture,
age comes by merit.
Okay.
You must merit respect.
Okay.
Understand me?
Okay.
It's not because somebody is 100 years and is messing up and you begin to respect him. No.
Okay, so you don't believe in that.
Age respect comes through merit. You merit it.
Okay.
Understand me? You merit it. So he was abusing Jonathan's wife. That's with what you measured will be measured unto you. Understand me?
Yes.
Assuming he has kept his peace, the youths under obedience would not have insulted him. He must have made some statements that made them to insult him.
Yes.
Understand me?
Definitely.
So when you give to people, they will give you back.
Back to back.
Understand me? So when you give to people, they will give you back. So he has not respected himself enough. That is why saying that he doesn't, that Peter Obi shouldn't run in 2027. Wole Soyinka is not INEC. It is INEC that will determine who will run and who will not run.
Okay.
P2B has not been convicted by any court in Nigeria to say that P2B is a convict and therefore cannot run.
Yeah.
Understand me? So when 1,000 of Wole Soyinka cannot stop P2B from running in 2027. That is if he wants to run.
Yes.
Understand me? That is if he decides to run, 1,000 of Wole Soyinka will not stop him because he had not committed any offense that will make INEC say P2B shouldn't run. Understand?
Yes.
So, but for me, it will be very, very good if Wole Soyinka should keep his mouth shut, because a lot of people has his dossier.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yes.
And when he begin to talk, they begin to bring up all those things, because this is a man who graduated from UI with all his attainments. UI have never ever called him one day to honor him.
Wow.
His University of Ibadan had never called Wole Soyinka any day to honor him because he has a very bad record in the school. Understand me?
No.
He had a very bad record in the school.
Character-wise.
Understand me? Because when he won the Nobel Prize,
Yes.
it should be a thing of pride
To the university.
that our graduate, but up to today, you cannot see any hall in
Named
UI
after him.
named after him. You cannot see anything named after him. Understand me? Because they understand his type of person.
Yes.
Understand me? So he should be having sober reflection. He should be having sober reflection.
Yeah.
And at his age, should be talking straight instead of talking from both sides of the mouth. So P2B, Wole Soyinka is not INEC. He cannot stop P2B from
So he doesn't
running.
have the final decision to conclude
He doesn't
on
even
if,
have any decision at all.
of if Obi should run for presidency in 2027.
It is only P2B that will say
Decide himself.
he will not run. Understand me?
Okay.
Not what Wole Soyinka said.
Okay, interestingly, that was a very interesting conversation right there. Moving on to the next topic we have on ground. Here it says that Chief Olabode George, which happens to be the former People's Democratic Party Deputy National Chairman, he has come out to say that Tinubu is not responsible for economic woes.
Then Peter Nosike is responsible.
Why do you think he had so much courage to come out to say that?
Because he is one of the enemies of PDP. He is one of the most in PDP. Understand?
Yes.
He worked against PDP in 2023. But the judge said if Tinubu wins, he will go on exile. Before the government to see it.
Yes.
But the judge said if Tinubu wins, he will go on exile. Now Tinubu has won. He is still in his house in Ikoyi. This shows you people that don't practice what they preach. People that are not transparent. Understand?
Yeah.
So in 2023, he worked against his party, and he has been working against his party even from 1999 to today. But the judge had never delivered his word to PDP. Understand me?
Yes.
He had never delivered his word. Oppositions has been winning in his word, and he called himself the deputy national chairman of PDP. So in 2023, I have said in this forum that Bode George should be sacked from PDP. When you talk about the G5, Bode George should be among those that should be sacked because he worked against PDP. Understand?
Yes.
And he's still working against PDP because he is in the same camp with Nyesom Wike. Understand?
Yes.
So anywhere handout is coming, that's where they face. He was one of the greatest critics of Tinubu before the election.
Yes.
Now Tinubu has won. He has changed. He has changed.
Okay.
So if Tinubu as the president, we shouldn't hold him responsible for the economic problems. Then Nigerians should come and hold me.
Really?
Understand me?
Okay. Having to pick out a question from amongst the things he said, which is Olabode George. He said that Buhari's government was one of the worst.
Worst in history. It's the worst ever since independence.
Oh, okay. So you actually agree with that?
It's the worst since independence.
And then he said also that Tinubu inherited many problems from Buhari.
But Tinubu was part of the Buhari's government. Tinubu was national leader of APC.
Yes, at that time when Buhari was president.
He was very close to Buhari.
Yes.
Understand me? He and Rotimi Amechi were the people that financed Buhari's election, Lagos and River State. So he practically brought Buhari in, and he has access to Buhari. If there are things that Buhari we are doing that was not good, he should have cautioned him. Don't do this in this way. Don't do this in this way. Do it that. But he never talked. He never criticized Buhari. And he said that his administration is a continuation of Buhari's administration. Understand me?
Yes, yes.
So there's no gap, there's no vacancy. It is still the same thing. Understand me?
Yeah.
But as a president, if you are running for election, or you should know what you are going to face when you win that election.
Yes, definitely.
You don't give excuses. There's no room for excuses as a leader. Your responsibility is to solve problems. Understand me?
Yes.
So saying that he inherited, nobody should be given excuse. It's only sycophants, those who want money from Tinubu, that are giving excuses for him. Understand?
Okay.
Because he knew the condition of the country before running for the office of the president.
Yeah.
For 8 years, Buhari never grew the economy. He was just borrowing. And you cannot run an economy with a borrowed money.
Yeah. So
Tinubu saw all these things. Understand? So nobody should give an excuse. But the judge should they come to APC, let us know that he is in APC. Understand me? Okay. Because he has been doing more harm than good in PDP.
Yeah.
Understand?
He's been dragging PDP through the mud.
Through the mud, understand? There are the people that give information about PDP to other political parties.
Yes.
Understand me? So he should resign from PDP. Let us know that he's no more in PDP.
Yes.
Because he is doing more harm than good to the party.
But we're saying he should come to APC since he's not being beneficial to the PDP. Well, I think we should also say same to Wike. Because Wike is not...
Wike is already in APC.
Oh, he's already in APC. He has camped officially
he's already in APC, but he just... now, somebody who told you that Tinubu is going to win in 2027, and he's in PDP. Understand me?
Yeah.
So he is unofficially in APC.
Okay.
But want to remain in PDP to destroy PDP so that the APC wouldn't have any problem in 2027.
Interesting.
Understand me? So what Wike is doing in PDP is what Bode George is doing in PDP to destroy PDP.
Okay. That being said, moving forward to the next topic. Our Nobel professor is at it again. Is in the news again, the second time this week. Now he has said that Nigeria is making a mistake keeping Nnamdi Kanu in prison. Do you actually agree with him on this particular one? Because I know you don't agree with him on any ground at all. On this particular one, do you agree with him?
No, excuse me. I have no personal beef with anybody.
Okay.
And I have no. Once you do something that is worth commending, I'll commend you.
Okay.
When you do something that's worth condemning, I will condemn you.
Okay.
Understand? I don't have any personal problem with anybody. My concern is the issues, the good of the country. If Tinubu tomorrow come with a very good program, I will embrace it.
Okay.
But from nothing comes. That's what we are taught in philosophy.
Okay.
From nothing comes. Understand? So the truth is that it is Nnamdi Kanu that's supposed to have taken Nigeria federal government to court
instead of being taken to court.
Being taken to court.
Okay.
Because he was kidnapped in Kenya. Understand me?
Okay.
Nigeria government kidnapped him in Kenya and brought him to Nigeria. Understand me?
Okay.
Which is a crime against him. And when he was kidnapped, he was holding a British passport, which means at that point in time, he is a Briton.
Briton, yeah.
Understand me?
Wasn't identified as a Nigerian.
He wasn't a Nigerian at that point in time. But that is the only thing that Tinubu knows and Buhari knows how to do, kidnapping people. That is the only thing he knows how to do. In 1984, he went to London to kidnap Umaru Dikko.
Wow.
Umaru Dikko was a minister under Shehu Shagari.
Yeah.
So when he overthrew Shehu Shagari, Umaru Dikko was in UK. Tinubu sent people to go and kidnap him, put him in a box. It was at the airport that they told that the British security said, open this box. Let us see what is inside. They opened it and they now see Umaru Dikko inside.
Wow.
So this is one thing the only thing that Buhari knows how to do, kidnapping people from different parts of the country. But to run economy, no way.
But then the what you term as kidnap, the Kenyan government assisted him in that, and being that it's a government.
Who say that Kenyan government assisted him?
But I thought they held.
One Kenyan you don't kidnap. Assuming that Kenyan government were involved,
okay,
they would not have kidnapped him on the street. Understand me?
Yes.
Diplomatic channel would have been followed. Understand me?
Yes.
So what they have done would have been extradition. Understand me? So at that point in time, if Kenyan government is to extradite, they have extradited Nnamdi Kanu to UK because he was holding a UK passport.
Okay.
Which means at that point in time, he's not a Nigerian. But because of it is an indigo business, that's why they kidnapped him and bring him down to this country. So it is, and assuming that they have found anything on him, they will have jailed him many years ago.
But would you say it was, since you're saying that it wasn't like Buhari actually told the Kenyan government to actually get hold of Nnamdi Kanu, how then is it that it was Nigerian that Buhari sent, or how was it that he was a rendition?
Wait, it was Nigerian that he sent. The same way he sent Nigerians to London to kidnap Umaru Dikko.
Okay.
Understand me? So it is Nigerians that went to Kenya and kidnapped him.
Oh.
Not Kenyan government.
Yes.
That brought Nnamdi Kanu.
But what was stated here was that by former President Muhammad Buhari's administration, like, okay, the Kanu was extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria from Nairobi in June 2021 by former President Muhammad Buhari's administration with the help of the Kenyan government. That was what was stated.
Assuming that Kenyan government diplomatic channel would have been followed. Understand me? Diplomatic channel would have been followed. And Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped on the street.
Okay.
And understand me?
Yes.
Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped on the street, not in his house. Which means they have been tracing him. Understand me? So assuming it's Kenyan government, there have been diplomatic moves, but there was none. The same thing that he did in 1984 when he sent some Nigerians to go to UK. They kidnapped Omar Diko, put him inside a box. Understand?
Okay.
And it is only God that saved him, because he would have suffocated
and then
inside there. So this is what he was doing. And again, now they have been accusing Emefiele of printing a new naira note. When Buhari became president, head of state in 1984, he changed the naira note. Was it Emefiele that told him in 1984? Understand me?
Yes.
Was it Emefiele that told him to change naira note in 1984? So it is the same thing that he did as a military president that he's repeating as an elected president. So Nigeria government, as Soyinka said, they are making mistake holding him.
Yes.
Understand? And if they didn't have anything concrete on him, they would have jailed him since. They wouldn't have been doing this
back and forth.
Yeah. From High Court to Appeal Court to Supreme Court back to. It's because they don't have anything concrete on him. Okay. Because one, they didn't see him with any stick, not unknown AK-47.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was stated here, he was not seen killing anybody. He wasn't seen involved in any form of.
Understand me?
Yes.
So, but this man, once he is not happy with you, he will do anything to kidnap you. That's what he knows how to do. So, and I keep on saying it. Who is holding Nnamdi Kanu at this point in time is Tinubu.
So now it means the case was handed over from Buhari to Tinubu.
Tinubu inherited Nnamdi Kanu from
Buhari.
That's from Buhari, because more than 3 different courts has discharged and acquitted him.
Yes.
Understand me?
Yes.
But they still kept him. So it is the presidency that is keeping him at this point in time, not the courts.
Oh. That means it could be like bettered from hatred, personal hatred they have for him or something.
That is it, because some people are not comfortable with him.
Okay, moving on to the last topic actually. Federal government apologizes to Nigerians over economic pains and hardship. Now, the federal government has come out to say that they're apologizing to Nigerians, to me and to you, Mr. Anosike, that they are sorry over the economic pains and hardship they've been putting you through. Do you accept their apology as a citizen of our dear nation, Nigeria?
Now, when you apologize to somebody, it shouldn't just be words of mouth. Understand me?
Okay.
One, you should show remorse that you are sorry.
Okay.
But are they telling you that they are sorry? They are not. The way they are running the country, they are not showing any sign of remorse. Understand me?
Yes.
Now, 2 days ago, the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources said that federal government did not know that Dangote is importing his crude oil from United States.
They didn't know. They were not aware.
That federal government is not aware.
Wow.
That Dangote is importing crude oil from United States. Understand me? So you are the Minister of Petroleum Resources. Petroleum is being refined in your country, and you don't know the source of the crude oil.
Yeah.
Understand me? So that shows you that they are not sorry for anything. They feel that Nigerians are stupid. Nigerians, whatever you tell them, they will believe. Understand me? That's why, just go out there, call pressmen, tell them we apologize, and understand me, and everything will become fine again.
So like you said, the apologies should be backed with remorse. Like we should see that their action. Okay.
Now, if I tell you that I'm sorry that you are suffering, understand? I shouldn't be living like a king and be telling you I'm very sorry that you are suffering. I want to. You should show that you have to see that in me.
Yes.
Understand me? That actually, that I'm not happy that these people are suffering. That's why in the Bible, when a king offends and become remorseful, he would tear his dress, go and roll himself on on sand.
Yeah.
Understand me?
Yes.
Go and run that's himself. That's to show actually
that is remorseful.
That's remorseful. But these people that are not
showing any form of remorse at all.
At all.
So what actions exactly do you think they should take to show that they're actually sorry, like to show that the apology is real?
One, by cutting down their living standard. Understand me? By cutting down their living standard.
Okay.
You cannot tell me to tighten my belt while you lose your own. Understand me?
Yes.
So you cannot be driving hundreds of million naira worth of car.
Okay.
Understand me? And be telling me to be using a bicycle. Understand? You cannot be eating turkey. Understand? Every morning and tell me that I should endure that things will
better. Maybe eating more in the morning.
Understand me? So if you are really sorry for what you are doing, it should show in your governance. It should show in your governance. Tinubu will have started by cutting his feeding allowance.
Okay.
Understand me? That's the best way that he will have started. I know that Nigerians are going through suffering.
Okay.
I'm trying to do something about it, but I want to start by also cutting my own feeding allowances. Understand me?
Yes.
To show that you are also feeling that thing that other Nigerians are feeling.
Now that it actually tagged this apology to celebrating the 1 year anniversary of the president in office on May the 29th, 2024, because it stated here that the Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, Atiku Bagudu, made this known on Wednesday at the Ministerial Secretarial update held in Abuja as part of the activities marking the May 29th, 2024, which is 1 year anniversary of the president Tinubu in office. Do you think it's something that does it even make sense for him to even say that?
Well,
having to use the apology to cover up, saying that there isn't to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of the president in office.
The issue is that they have nothing to celebrate. Tinubu is a party man. Understand?
Okay.
He likes enjoyment. So assuming there's something that to celebrate, they'll have celebrated it. Unless that they will say that the change of national anthem is one of the achievements. Understand me? Unless a change in the national anthem is one of the achievements. If not, there's not. And on May 29, listen to the presidential speech.
Yeah.
All the things that he's going to say will be either nice or futuristic. We are doing something and it will materialize in the next 6 months or 1 year. Understand me? They cannot tell you anything that they have done. At least we need to see it. Now they say that they have given they have approved a student loan. How many people have benefited? It's going to appear That's as one of the achievements students know, which nobody has benefited
from.
They are going to talk about the Lagos Calabar route,
yes,
which have run into a wall at this point in time.
Yes,
understand me? So there's nothing really that they have done in 1 year, because everybody, 90% of Nigerians are very, very angry. Understand me? 90% of Nigerians are very, very angry. Some time ago, the 36 women, the women in APC, say that all that they have received in the last 1 year is just a bag of rice each. That's leaders, women leaders of APC.
Wow.
That they work for the president and he abandoned them. Understand me? So nobody is happy. Understand?
Yes.
But that's why they don't want to celebrate. If there have been achievements, they will have thrown a party and celebrate. But the truth is that there's nothing worth celebration.
Okay, at this point, I'll open the phone lines to get your input. Call us on our studio lines on 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903, and you can reach us on WhatsApp on 081 717 56338 0817 1756 338. We have a caller here. Hello, good evening.
Good afternoon.
Good evening, sir. Your name and location, please.
Good afternoon.
Please go ahead. Your name and location.
Is Victor. My name is Victor.
Okay.
I'm calling from Mushin.
Okay.
That's my name.
Please go ahead.
God deliver this country. God save this country. God rescue this country. God bless this country. Our leaders, our rulers, they are very, very wicked and cruel. If you go through what they are earning or the benefits or the enjoyment, they are selfish. God has endowed us, has blessed us with many people who can put the masses on the right place. But these selfish cabals, looters, crazy leaders, looters put all the masses in trouble. As I'm speaking now, to eat is very, very difficult. And another Tinubu aspect is to give a man food. The other problem has been solved. If there is no food, how will we survive? And for how long? If you check what they are earning and what they are doing for themselves, only 10% out of the 90% of parties are enjoying. They've increased their percentage by 300%. And free, everything free. Even common to buy rice or to buy eba. You cannot pay about 100 naira, eba, fufu, whatever. Start from 200 naira. This you cannot approach it. So if you don't have food, then what else are you living for? We're in a country which I pray on earlier that God should deliver us. God should rescue us.
Right.
God should bless. This country has been blessed, but we have wicked, selfish leaders ruling us. They are very, very comfortable to themselves, and that of our father, respected Wole Soyinka. You could remember, and those who went to Ojota to demonstrate, then where are they now? Where are they now? Those who are supporting Jeka feel like a CDMN. I'm sorry to be speaking that in Yoruba. What are we achieving? Nothing. The suffering. The last time you saw suffering and smiling, we are suffering, crying and dying. Every day. I thank your man who is seated there. He's talented. I like him for all the analysis he's doing. Brother, put it on.
All right. Thank you.
We are dying. We are suffering. We are crying. to God deliver us from these wicked rulers, wicked leaders. Thank you, ma.
All right, thank you so much.
ma.
All right. Okay. I think we have another caller here. Hello. Good evening. Your name and location.
Hello. Yeah. Good evening.
Yes.
Okay. This Zerina, they calling from Spain.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Anasike, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. My dear sister. Well, let me just see, because all this thing, I don't know where to start. But let me start with Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka, I said last time, I think he has children, let them advise him. You know, these are just to mock. Before we used to use that word, which doesn't exist in Nigeria. Human rights. Is it human rights? Is it like somebody like Keyamo, no? Festus Keyamo. Human rights like Fani Kayode of this Soyinka. I advise Soyinka to just let his children advise him not to attend to any press again, any press for interview. He was the one that talking of insult. He was the one that insulted the obedience. And Nnamdi Kanu was just saying of Jonathan. He insulted obedient, calling them names. At the end of it, that is where we'll be angry with Obi. Tomorrow now they will interview Obi. He said, Wole Soyinka is my elder brother. All these things. We don't need that kind of thing again. He insulted obedient. And these people just replied. You know, in Nigeria, it's only in Nigeria this didn't exist. Before, when I came to Europe, I was just like angry with people, children. They sometimes insult elderly people. I said, why is this? This cannot happen in Nigeria, but not until I put my eye down. Found out that elderly, most of them are don't have to for our respect. Look at Wole Soyinka, calling them names. Wole Soyinka every time he criticize people. Even Jonathan, he did let that man let to arrest for one day. Then Buhari entered and started destroying the economy. This man did not. Only time he just mentioned called Buhari, they invited him to Aso Rock. The picture is there. After that, he did not say anything till the only time we remember Wole Soyinka again was when Fulani herdsmen took their cow to his compound. He complained. Buhari 8 years. He did not say anything. I wish him well. Let his children advise him. If not, he will receive more. Let them advise him. On this Abode George,
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Tinubu, who is to blame? If Tinubu cannot be blamed, Tinubu just remove this thing. Tinubu, that this signing of SUV, that money will go to extent to go length to help Nigeria to help poor masses. He signed this thing for this millions for the billions for this first lady or this senators. I don't know what will I say, or how many will I say? He said then those money would have gone far to help these poor masses. Now he said they just say now want to blame to Buhari. When Buhari was dead, not anything. He said that Buhari will condemn. You see, Buhari, even Jonathan was part of Buhari government. They should not remove that. They should not just say remove Jonathan from the. He was one of his cabinet. Bullion van was when Buhari was listening. Buhari mistakenly entered his compound. All these things, they should not. They see these people, these elderly people. I don't know what they really want. On this, sorry, my sister. Let me just round up. On this house, I just cried. I wonder this kind of options we use. You pick as leaders to come and repent us here. All the problem we have in Nigeria, they did not talk about it. Their problem is national anthem, because they will just sleep, go there and sleep, talk this thing, greet yourself. Take me at the end of it, they'll just say millions will enter in the account. That is why they just go to this and be debating on this thing. Instead of they want to talk about this thing, why not talk about how to change Nigerian name? It was written that give us Nigerian name. Why don't they think about it?
All right.
You see, The best thing to do these people, let me just say, don't sit to flog this part of that Senate, that House, because this was not representing anybody, just representing for their stomach. You see, those just turn out of this thing. Look at all this thing. Look at Look at what this thing since Buhari Tinubu entered. The first one was Senate House. Just at the end of it, singing on an instead of national anthem. On your mandate we shall stand. What a shame. After that, the next thing Akpabio was in the house on the inside now in that floor saying
to give us I
have to round up. If these people that want the deport to break, they should say, "Hey, I should look at." I say, "I feel even Then this thing was drug addiction offenders. At the end of it, again, it's national anthem. Is that which among these things is the problem for Nigeria? My sister, sorry for taking your time. Okay, right. Take care. Have a great weekend, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu. I greet you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hello. Please step away from your radio set.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Your name and
my name is John, and I'm calling from Ikotu.
Okay, please go ahead, Mr. John.
I want to appreciate you and Peter Anosike. This is my first time of calling.
Okay.
I want to appreciate the VOP, Precious, and every VOP member. Mr. Anosike, I've said all, and there's nothing to say again. I just want to appreciate you. God bless you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Okay, get your calls coming in. The call line to call again is 0700 903 903 903, and number to reach us on WhatsApp is 081 717 56338. Hello, good evening. Your name and location, please.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome to the program. Your name and location, please.
My name is Jova. I'm calling you from Lagos.
Okay, thank you, Jova, for calling. Please, you have 2 minutes, so we have to attend to other calls. Please go ahead.
It's all right. Mr. Peter, I greet you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Peter, I want to start with Mr. Bode George, or Chief Bode George. Chief Bode George, I wonder, this news that was read now, did it come from Lagos, Nigeria, or from where, please? Presenter, please.
It was an interview
that took place in Lagos.
That he granted.
Yeah.
In Lagos, right? Okay. I thought he was talking from where he said he would be on exile. He told us here, I watched him live on Arise TV. He said once Tinubu wins the election, he will go on exile. So when I heard his comments, I thought he was talking from exile, that Tinubu is not to be blamed for the woes Nigerians are going through. So with that, I will not take that news. I will take him serious. If he had been speaking from his place in exile, I would take him serious. So talking about Professor Wole Soyinka, I don't understand him at all. He threw the first salvo before the election. He got a reply from Obedience. The second salvo was on 7th of April 2023. It's captured in Punch Online. He called it fascism of something called Obedience. So him coming to say now that P2B is not qualified to be Nigeria's president simply because he is having issue with members of Obedience. I think Professor Wole Soyinka is losing it. Maybe it is because he is old. But my utter surprise is that immediately Tinubu removed subsidy. Professor Wole Soyinka should have led the protest to the same Ojota Ganifa and Miss Park as he did in 2012, January to be precise. So I wonder why he never did. Is that what?
Can you round up your 2 minutes?
Okay, I'm rounding off quickly. I wonder why he never did, and I wonder why he kept silent till now. That means he's enjoying the fact that Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians, those are the elders of your country. You can see them now. So the next election is coming up. Mind what they will tell you. He likes that Nigerians are suffering, no food, no electricity, and he's saying, passing blame. Was it not Tinubu that told Nigerians that when Americans were suffering, they went for general in 2015? Was it not Tinubu that told Nigeria that when South Africans were suffering, they went for general? Now Nigerians are suffering under Jonathan. General Buhari is here to save us.
And
Buhari could not make it. He came back again in 2017 and finally came to contest and win the election. Please, Wole Soyinka, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your input. Hello. Please step away from your radio set.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
The son of weekend.
Thank you so much.
Your name and location, please. And you have 2 minutes.
It's Joe from Bariga.
Thank you. Please go ahead.
The son of CK, I want to ask you these particular questions. We are talking about Ghanaians stand or Jota, this and that. What is this man's name? The man with white hair, gray hair.
Wole Soyinka.
Wole Soyinka. Please, let us examine these people. So we are the greater masses. So why is it that we are not protesting on this kind of hardship in the land? That's the question I want to ask you. Why are we not protesting? Some people will die, others will live. It's generally all over the world. It has been happening all over the world. Why is our own a different thing altogether? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. We have a message here on WhatsApp. This person here says, Mr. Anosike, thanks for letting us know more about Soyinka, who has never contributed good to this country. This is Ima from Idimu. We have a caller here. Hello, good evening. Your name and location, please.
Hello, good evening, Esther.
Good evening. It's Valerie here.
Yeah, I want to comment on
your name and location, please. And you have 2 minutes. Okay. Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, your network is breaking. Please call back. Your network is breaking. Okay, we have another message here on WhatsApp that says, it's a shame. Black presence is an ugly world. Black presence is an ugly world. The truth is, an average black man has nothing to offer. Those that even went to school are only certificated, but not educated. Mark it. We'll still have such myopic leaders in the next 50 years because our leaders are from the average population. This is Terila Jeff from Banana Island. Okay, we have a call here. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Your name and location, please. You have 2 minutes to drop your
Hi, good evening. I'm this C2 calling from Freetown, Sri Lanka.
Okay, welcome, sir.
Good evening from here.
Thank you so much.
Right, I'm a man who say it the way it is. It doesn't matter. The truth must be told, and I'm not shying away from saying it the way it is. People can beat around the bush, but I see too, I don't beat around the bush. Let me tell you something. Peter B is an Igbo man. If you're an Igbo man in Nigeria, you are a danger species. If Peter B was having the record of Tinubu that he forged certificates, by now all Igbo people, they will categorize them the same thing. They'll place them in the same category. If Peter B was the one that instead of being a male student and he turned to be a female student by Tinubu, by now Peter B they'll be dragging the whole Igbo people. If Peter B was the one that has dual citizenship, by now that Tinubu have, by now I know what Nigeria will be saying. If Peter B was the one that was inducted by the America by drug dealer. By now, all Igbo people should have been a drug dealers. You people are deceiving yourself. I don't deceiving myself. There's tribal war against my.
Okay, please, when you're calling, be civilized with your words. Just some words you shouldn't use while on air. Moving on, we have a message here on WhatsApp that says, those people like Boala, Wole Soyinka, Rino, Omokiri, etc., who are always attacking Peter Obi, are only doing campaign for him. Because if you look at their criticism, they have not been able to bring out cogent reason why they are against Peter Obi. This is Chinemere from Agbara. Okay. Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Your name and location, please. Please be civilized with your words, and you have 2 minutes to talk.
Hello, allow me to talk. My name is Mr. Beru, madam. I'm calling you from Agege.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello. You should have called that very man. You never say. I don't think he has done anything for you to.
Okay, moving forward. The next message we have here is we have a call. Let me attend to this call. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Your name and location.
Good evening to Peter Nosike and you, the young lady there.
Thank
this
you.
is Mr. Monday from Agege, joining your program.
Please go ahead.
You see, these our so-called politicians, they are the oath they are taking make them to blind, deaf, and dumb. That's why they don't have good plans for the nation and for the masses.
Okay.
This is 2024, and they are talking about 2027 election. They are not talking at the good plan of the unborn children. That's why they don't have good plan for the country, only for themselves. Now, they are telling us about national anthem. In what benefits the thing benefits the country or the nation? They will be deaf. They know all the truth. But they will put a deaf ear. They will look the road. They will put a blind eye. They will see truth. They will dumb. They will not talk. Because they know all the evil they are doing. Look, 2027 is still far. They are talking about P2B, Tinubu, Atiku. The who knows tomorrow? They can be dead. That only God knows tomorrow. They should just know what they are doing because this, our country, is only for us. Oyibo man will not come and repair it for us. It will continue to be spoiling if people did not wake up and do the right thing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, ma, for your input. We have this message on WhatsApp that says, "Good evening, sir. My big brother, Mr. Peter Nosike, my humble salute goes to you, especially. I'm Placid Opera. I resigned from Nigerian Army. Sir, I'm writing just to pray for you and bless your age and future strength. May God's synergistic effect and power never depart from you. You're indeed a godsend to this generation. I'm tired of this country because it's not normal anymore. I'm frustrated. I wish I can meet up with you and you're endowed. So I jealous your children. They have a good father in you." We have a caller here. Hello, good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio. Hello?
Good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Your name and location,
Yeah.
please.
My name is Mr. Odi.
Okay, please go ahead. You
I'm
have 2
calling from
minutes.
Ojo, Lagos.
Okay, please go ahead.
I wonder why people are just panicking over this P2B and Wole Soyinka and go. If Nigeria is okay, it's okay for everybody. It is not okay for only Igbo people. It's not okay for only Yoruba people. I think what we should be focusing our mind is what can we do to get this country right? This country belongs to all of us. Who rules does not matter, but who are the good leaders? If we are talking about P2B, do we even don't know whether P2B should have been to do well than other people, or people are going to do well than him? We need to pray, and God should give us a good leader. that will lead this country, that will take care of the masses. Okay, for example, as you can see in Lagos now, 90% of some set of people are now Aburu, staying on the streets, carrying cane here and there. Is that the way the country is going? Instead of focusing on their education, some of them are organizers, some of them are mechanics. So they already make us so poor that we don't even know where to follow. So we pray that God should just help us. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you so much,
Bye-bye.
sir. Yeah, bye. Okay, keep your calls coming in and be sure to keep your words civilized. Keep your words civilized. Else, you'll be cut off the line. And we have this message here on WhatsApp. This person says, I agree with Professor Wole Soyinka. If Obi can't resolve common crisis, bedwielding LP and lack courage to speak to his obedient followers whenever they are misbehaving, that kind of person doesn't fit to rule a multi-ethnic religious nation like Nigeria. Thank God Nigerians escaped incompetence of Obi in the last general election. He said, where is your guest when Wole Soyinka and his Enough is Enough group protest in National Assembly that made Jonathan president? Your guest should learn how to control his emotions on air. Okay. This one says, okay, we have a caller here. Hello. Good evening. Your name and location, please.
Yeah, good evening. This is Obi calling from Ikeja. I know she can agree to.
Thank you so much.
My sister, I don't know how old you are. You see, the issue of Wole Soyinka, I don't even want to talk about it. Do you know who started courtism that would have engulfed Nigeria today? It's Wole Soyinka. This what you are doing today started by Wole Soyinka. This radio that Nnamdi Kanu said, Wole Soyinka started radio Kudirat. Look at what happened during the election. People were men beating, killed. This man never mentioned and never said anything. Forget about what he did at Ojota 2012. A lot of things. He took gun and went to radio in Ibadan and stopped them from operating, and nothing happened. And he is the one coming today to teach us, to let us know what has happened. He's been here all these years. You see, tribalism, our problem in this country, I keep saying, if tribalism doesn't finish us, Nigeria will go far. Because most of the things you see in this country, when it favors, they cherry pick what they want to say and what they want to talk on. But when it favors them, no, they'll keep quiet. Look at the whole election. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Hardship, everything. This man never made any statement. How can people be control youths that are using their phone? How can? So does it mean that the president today, during the election, did the president control people that were beating and killing people in Lagos? Did he control people? Did Wole Soyinka control those people that were beating people during the election? And even by another guy that said that some group of people should go back to their place, did he make any statement as an elder statesman? But now today he wants people to go and be meeting the whole youth of Nigeria of over 120 million to be talking to them one by one. I will tell Wole Soyinka, I know age is I know 89 years is not the case. Let him watch it, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for keeping the time. Yeah, so he has said all he has to say. Well, we have this message on YouTube, yeah. We have another call coming in. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Your name and location.
Yeah, good evening, my dear.
Yes.
It's Mr. Joe again from Bariga.
Okay, sir.
I was expecting Mr. Nosike to answer my question I threw to him.
He would answer it, sir. Just
No, what's the question? What's the
Okay,
question?
thank you very much.
He's asking, what's your question again?
No, I said apart from these grey-haired people that are talking foolishly on air,
Please.
why the greater masses? Why can't we fight our problem all over the world? A lot of people fight government so that the one that remain they will enjoy. Some people will surely die. Some people will remain
So
to
what's your
enjoy
question exactly,
the good
sir?
government of democracy.
Okay, so what's
The
your
democracy
question?
is not working in Nigeria. It's not working. It's not working, Mr. Miloko. It's not working. Change the system. Change the policy. Let Nigerians enjoy. Nigerians are suffering. That is what I want to say. And the question I want to I ask Mr. Nosike. Thank you. Good evening.
Okay, good evening. Okay.
Well, if I should, he said, why are Nigerian masses not protesting?
Yes.
One, we don't have that in our DNA. That is one thing, which is very, 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 very unfortunate. Understand?
Yeah.
One, when you push an average Nigerian to the wall, he doesn't bounce back. Rather, he will push the wall down and continue as if nothing happened. That is one of the characteristics of Nigerians. Nigerians don't bounce back. Number two, Nigerians have very short memories. Most Nigerians have very short memories. They forget too soon. And once you are not a history student, you understand, you will not be able to, because if you don't know where rain starts to beat you, you will not know where it stopped.
Yes.
Number three, we love life so much that nobody wants to die.
Nobody's willing to die.
Understand me? Nigerians love life so much that what started the Arab Spring, one guy poured fuel on himself and struck a match. This is what led to the Arab Spring. Can anybody do it in this country? No. So we love life so much. Then number four, Nigerians believe that tomorrow will be better. So we adapt to any condition very, very easily. Understand? What will happen in other countries and the country will burn will happen in Nigeria and nothing will happen, because we say, don't worry, tomorrow will be better. So we adjust. You see, even if petrol begin to sell at 1,000 naira per liter, Nigerians will begin to Nigerians will buy. We will adjust and begin to buy.
Yeah.
Next, we don't have capacity to sustain a strike for 3 days. Nigerians don't have that capacity to sustain a strike for 3 days. First day, 1,000 people may come out that to protest. Second day, it will come down that to 700. Third day, I go for my business. Understand me? So those in leadership know this. They know the weakness of Nigerians. That's why they are doing what they are doing. Understand? Because they know us inside out.
They know us more than we do know ourselves. Okay, say so. Let me quickly read the messages we have here on YouTube. So this person said the House of Rep has nothing to do, busy doing nothing. Contract them and pay their fares each time they meet 2,500 naira per sitting. They will have nothing to do. Their eyes will open. That's from Paul Uzokwe. What Tinubu did was to siphon Lagos money. Tinubu was a pipe conduit to Lagos Fund. His achievements were to impose governors who help him to loot. This other person says Wole, aka Wole Soyinka, is of sovereign darkness. He's a professor of tribal nepotism in Nigeria. This next comment is from Pastor Trust Norman. Pastor Trust Norman. I have given up on Nigeria and changed my nationality to Somalia. At least I can sleep very well. Please, Pastor Trust, we want you back as a Nigerian. Maybe you will help us fight. Please don't leave us alone here. This next one is from Ola Adewale. He says, do you know that if we as people continue to depend on those people instead of one another, we're done. Yeah, and can you imagine more than 200 million people witchcraft and manipulated by few miscreants? Well, Pastor Trust Norman said again here that Wole Soyinka, I am surprised at his utterance of late. Is it that he has compromised? Is it old age, mischief, tribalism, hate for Igbo, or betrayal? I have no regard and respect for him. Okay, moving on. We have some messages here on WhatsApp. This person says, good evening, Mr. Anosike. It's either Mr. Tinubu is under pressure for external forces or APC just want us to start arguing over nothing to divert our attention from core national issues. Who national anthem help in this harsh economic pandemic? As for Mr. Wole Soyinka, is his son immune to become the president of Nigeria? Every time he's always Obi. He should rest. He's part of the people that put Nigeria in this mess. Apart from the noble laurel he won, what has he contributed to the growth of Nigeria? We have a caller here. Hello, good evening. Your name and location, please. You have 2 minutes to.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Please go ahead.
Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Oracle. I'm contributing
please, where are you calling from?
Issue. I'm calling from Ojo.
Okay, please go ahead. You have 2 minutes, please.
Yeah, my contribution concerning the condition of this Nigeria as a country.
Okay.
Wole Soyinka is one of those personalities I respect so much.
Okay.
I often see him as a role model. But what I'm thinking is that 2027 campaign has started already. And that is why all these voices are coming out. Yes, a man of God was asking Chief Anosike, why would Nigeria protest? But I'm here to tell you that Anosike said that Nigeria believed that it would be better. And why are we always saying it will be better? The world is like a system. In this part of the world, we understand that God will do everything. If you have been in Europe, you would understand that immediately you are entering a new year. The hope of every man, common man there, is the budget. But in this part of the world, the hope of every man is the shrine or is the pastor who will pass a decree into the year, or the shrine priest who will pass a decree into the year. Therefore, Nigeria no longer believe in the natural resources. They believe in manpower. In that case, they always put God first. Yes, we put God first. But the way they condition us in this system is when we are suffering.
Please kindly round up your 2 minutes.
Has to be done with everything we shift it to God. This is our, and this thing you see that we are suffering, I am assuring you, it's going to degenerate to generation that is not coming.
All right, thank you so much.
Because we are, yes, that I am not just playing a course onto the country, but I'm telling you with this hand, that is what we are going to see.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your input here. Thank you so much. We have a message here from Wilfred from Surulere. He said, on federal government apology, I, Wilfred, don't need any apology. So therefore, apology not accepted. Wilfred says, apology not accepted. Well, the best they can do now is to vacate the office. As for House of Reps passing the national anthem bill, this shows that the brain of them on the right, they are not on the right. They have nothing left, and on the left, they have nothing right. As for Wole Soyinka, from what he said about Obi, I have now understand that one can have a bachelor's degree and still, you're not allowed to use curse words here. So education does not only mean going through the four walls of a school. Okay. We have another message here. This person says, good evening, Mr. Anosike. The major problem that we have in this country is tribalism. Bode George and Wole Soyinka are speaking from both sides of their mouth. I thought that Bode should be in exile by now. It's quite obvious to everyone how Mr. President won the election by the help of INEC and judiciary. Though I'm not expecting anything from this government because they are failed Nigerians. Blessed are those who are not expecting anything from the government, for they shall not be disappointed. This is Prince from Prince Ayotech. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Are you hearing me, Mr. Anosike?
Please go ahead. I can hear you loud and clear. Your name and location. Good
Thank
evening.
you for your good work. Can you see how tribalistic is this Wole Soyinka is? This Wole Soyinka, what has happened now that Tinubu is in government, that he cannot protest again? Now, because it's daylight and during that time, he went to Ojota and carry microphone, shouting up and down. He's an elder sitting down in home. Then God will born on road. Let him go and sit down. He's looking for what he will eat.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your input. We have this message here on WhatsApp. The person said, good evening, Mr. Anosike. If they had free and fair election without vote buying, okay, let's quickly take this call. Hello, good evening. Your name and location, please.
Yeah, good afternoon. Are you in the afternoon, I believe?
Good evening, yes, sir.
Oh, it's evening. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Your name and location, please.
Oh, my name is Ola Adewale. I'm calling from Atlanta.
Okay, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, based on my writings, I said that I believe I said something like, I believe Nigerians cannot be saved by the leadership we have presently and in the past. Do you think they can? In my own opinion, as you the host, I know you can say more than we are saying, but in my own opinion, because what I saw is the government putting the cart before the horse. Okay.
Okay.
How about? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Please go ahead.
Oh, yeah. If they can interchange and put the horse in front and put the cart at the back, probably it might work for them. But the way I'm kind of representing Nigerians because we are watching from a distance, and we can see even more than Nigerians that are within. And what we are seeing is that the current administration is putting the cart before the horse, and literally it means we are going nowhere. That is my opinion. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. All right. Thank you for your inputs there. Okay, moving ahead to the message I was reading earlier before the call came in. It said, if they had free and fair election without vote buying and Agbero's intimidation and the other vices, APC will not win both Lagos and other states, even the presidency. Anyway, we need to dissolve cash and carry, INEC and judiciary before we could have a transparent election. What do you expect from these tax masters, exploiters, sucking the people with taxes, VATs, using all avenues to eat from the people's pension? It's like monkey they walk, baboon they chop. This is where cash and carry, INEC and judiciary has put us in this nightmare. Nigeria, prepare for the next 3 years of extra nightmare. It's a shame the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. This is Dio from Fagba. We have this other message here too that says, this from Stephen from Egbeda. He says, it's unfortunate that, okay, we have a caller here. Let's quickly take this call. Hello, good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio set. Your name and location, please.
My name is Ugo. I'm calling from Igoreri.
Okay, you have 2 minutes, sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to see our people said that the push that forbid this basket should not grow much room. Now, I'm talking about this Wole Soyinka. I think that this man is supposed to be an elder for all. I don't know why after night now he started again. After night he said that obedience, all this they are exposing and doing all these things. He's showing soul again. He cannot be this man supposed to his status. He's not supposed to begin to do all these things he's doing. The man supposed to be giving advice. The man supposed to make Nigeria one at his age. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your input. Okay, back to the message I was reading earlier. The person says it's unfortunate that people still make us so-called elites believe people still listen to them. Where was Wole Soyinka when MC Oluomo and Bayo Onanuga were threatening Igbos? Where was he when subsidy was removed after the shenanigans he performed at Ojota? There is an unequal yardstick used to measure people in this country. I remember Tinubu saying the Igbo members of the APC have to work extra hard to even get a soaked slice of bread. So I'm not surprised with Soyinka saying Obi should control random youths who are delusioned with this country. We have a call here. Hello, good evening. Your name and location, please. Please turn down the volume on your radio.
Hello.
I can hear you. Good evening. Your name and location, please.
Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, sir. Your name and location.
Yeah. My name is Lloyd. I'm calling from Alaba Agri.
Okay. Please, you have 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I continue, right?
Yes, please.
Professor Passe as a person, he is a philosopher, and there are ways they look at things which a normal human being could not see from that. You know what I'm saying? I strongly believe the Labour Party, and they haven't seen it as a sellable product. I believe so much of it. However, the youth have to control themselves. That's what I'm saying. Secondly, I think this is the right time our ebullient prof should lead a protest to challenge this government with the state of instability, hunger, every year. This is the right time you should rise, to lead us and take us to the place of survival, because actually things are not going right. And I wasn't expecting prof to come from this way. However, I never stand in a position to challenge whatever he said, whatever he insinuated. But what I'm saying is, this state of instability, we can't continue this way. We can't continue this way. That's what I'm saying. So he should advise us. It's not just his position. Yes, you know what he's looking at. I understand that. Nobody knows these two. Nobody can speak for him. That's the class he belongs to. But sometimes one make wrong statements. But the major problem in Nigeria is driver. And again, I want to also challenge your guest. He said protest is not in our DNA. I disagree with him. Protest is in our DNA, but what is making it looks like the of tribalism. Had he been Nigerian president now, gone from east or from south, there will be a massive protest in this country. They will tell you Nigeria is speaking their minds. So what is playing role is tribalism. So that is it. But let's see how it goes. It is affecting everybody.
Thank you.
Economic stability does not recognize who is Igbo or that outside. So thanks you. Talk up to you.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to our YouTube channel, we have this message here from Emmanuel Chinedu. He said, Mr. Anosike has said it all. Nigerian politicians have a strategy of creating division amongst the masses. May God help us. Nigeria will survive again. One quote Ambrose says, Wole Soyinka is observing table manners. And then moves on to say, when you are eating, you don't talk. Okay, we have a caller here. Good afternoon. Good evening. Your name and location, please.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, welcome.
Well
Your name and
done.
location, please. Thank you so much.
Hello, my home.
I can hear you,
Good
sir.
afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Your name and
I
location,
thank
please.
you and Uncle Peter and your phone. I just want to ask a question. For how long are we going to be in this mess of situation? For how long? Right from the inception of Buhari, which Tinubu was the leader, combining all parties to vote against the past president. Since 9 years ago, by 29 to 9 years. So for the next coming 3 years, they will be giving us palliative. They will be sharing money. Why can't they teach us how to fish than giving us fish? For how long will they continue to put us in this mess of hungry? An hungry man is an angry man.
Yeah.
Let them put food the way we'll be able to buy food, to have money to buy food. And which method are they going to use to put the palliative or the money? They are being shared by their party members, the party in that state, the governor, and the local government chairman and all the politicians in that state will be enjoying all the many masses will be suffering. We'll be sorry, we are not a party member of any state. You're on your own. How are we going to do one Nigeria to have food, to have shelter, to have safety, to have accommodation? For how long?
Okay.
These people are treating us. They don't have fear of God.
Oh.
They don't have fear of God. They don't have fear of God. One day, death is coming. I am going to die. Iran president, where is he now?
Please kindly round up.
Everything, vanity upon vanity. They should rethink.
Okay.
God is watching them.
They are hearing you,
God
sir.
is watching them.
Yes, sir.
For the corruption, investment they are earning, they will take it to anywhere.
Okay.
They will not.
Thank you so
They will
much,
not.
sir.
They have a short time. No situation, condition is permanent. It's just for a period. But I'm asking for how long we'll be suffering ourselves, treating ourselves like this.
All right.
We are in a modern slavery. They're putting us to a modern slavery, nothing else. Uncle Peter, I thank you for your analysis. Well done, sir. Madam,
so
I
much.
thank you also. I thank your station.
All right.
God save us too. God deliver us too.
Okay, that being said, moving on to our message. We have this other message again on YouTube. Okay, Bettila, I cite you there. Thank you so much. Next says, why have Wole Soyinka decided to disrespect and dishonor himself of late by his actions and his utterances? Is either he has compromised ethnicity? Is either he has compromised ethnicity is at play, or resentment for Oni? I'm hot-tempered. If I vomit my opinion on Wole Soyinka, it may have some people not happy. Well, please don't do that. We have this message on WhatsApp here that says, I'm so disappointed in Professor Wole Soyinka. I'm a Yoruba man, but this isn't about tribe or cultural background. It's about the welfare of common man. Old age should be a blessing, not a curse. But it seems otherwise. I'm sad. Now imagine national anthem at a time like this. That is from Olawale from Ijaniki. Hello, good evening. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Hello, good evening. My name is Ifeanyi.
Where are you calling from, please?
Yes, please. As for Wole Soyinka, people should have pity on him. Nigerians should have pity on him because somebody who does not stand one place is not supposed to be respected, no matter what you have got or have achieved, especially at these 90 years of his age. So he's only looking for his daily bread. I remember when Chinua Achebe was there and then refused to join bad government to collect many positions and posts. He joined him. And now that Achebe is no more alive, he has turned around. That's a sign of somebody who does not stand one place and somebody who speaks from two sides of the mouth.
All right.
I even pity him at his age. Now, coming to Nigeria generally, Nigeria is not one. Sorry to say this because of your whatever, but so Nigeria is not one. So that's why Nigeria cannot stand up and say what they want to do or do what they are preaching. So when the Hausa man is there and they say, let's do this, Nigeria will not say, okay, let us do what they want to do. The other people will begin to support, even when they know that that leader or that person or that president is not supposed to be there. They will say, okay, let us support him because it's from Hausa man. So we are not one. Nigerians are not one to stand and believe in what they know that is not good and work against it. So we are divided, and it's terrible. And it's terrible. So what Nigerian people are supposed to be looking at now is anybody, whether you are from even outside Nigeria, Igbo, Hausa, or Yoruba, but you can give Nigeria what they want. That everybody's supposed to focus on that person. But because of what somebody will gain, what somebody will eat from this minister, from this president, from this governor, they will do it and change things. And Bible has made it two cannot work together unless they are not in agreement. And if the foundation is destroyed, nothing that the righteous can do.
All right, thank you so much.
It's a very terrible situation that Nigeria is facing because we are not one.
All right, thank you so much for your inputs. Okay, I really do appreciate all your calls and text messages, both on WhatsApp, on YouTube, every of our channels. I really do appreciate. But on this note, we'll have to call it a close because it's almost time for the world news at 6. And do stay tuned till we come your way again next time. Do stay tuned and keep listening to Voice of the People 90.3 FM.